Hello and welcome to another episode of Rufus Eats Cheese. Today I have this magnificent oozing Italian Robiola Bosina. Oh, it smells so good. Before we dive into this amazing smelling cheese, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for watching, commenting, sharing, and if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button and you will be kept up to date with more cheesy goodness. If there's any cheeses you'd like me to try that I haven't tried yet, then let me know. I'm always on the lookout for more tasty cheese. So without further ado, here is the beautiful Robiola Bosina. I had never heard of this cheese before. I'd never tried this cheese before, but looking at it, and it's very slow escape from my cheese board, I can't wait to try it. It smells incredible. Elena, my wife, went to the shop the other day and came back and said, I got you this. And just like, oh, that's love. That really is love. So, what can I tell you about this cheese? First of all, it's quite young. It's only matured for a couple of weeks, but it is made from two kinds of milk, the Latte. It's made from pasteurised cow's milk and pasteurised sheep's milk with added cream. Oh, it's from the Piedmont region of Italy, and yeah, it looks and smells quite amazing. The rind is edible. It has this beautiful, delicate looking rind on it. It doesn't look as physically strong, shall we say, as something like a Brie or a Camembert, and indeed when you buy it, it's wrapped and it feels really quite soft to handle. So I'll just give it a little squidge here. It really doesn't offer much resistance at all. I'm so looking forward to trying it. This cheese is not a vegetarian cheese. It is made with animal rennet. A lot of people think that all cheeses are made with rennet and that a lot of vegetarian cheeses are kind of versions of. In some ways that's true for cheeses that are adapted to use a different kind of rennet, but there are many cheeses like La Ritorta, for example, that are actually traditionally made with a vegetable-based rennet. In the case of La Ritorta, it's derived from a thistle-type plant. The extract of that will cause the milk to curdle. So this magnificent looking cheese has a very delicate nose actually. It doesn't smell too strong. It feels a little strange not being faced with a wedge of cheese. So I think what I'm probably going to do is cut the corner off. So going to try out my new knife, which I really like. Oh wow, that felt special. Oh my. Oh, look at that. Oh wow, that really looks incredible. The inside of that actually just looks like cream. It looks like a little bag that they've just filled up with cream. Apparently it really is cheese and not just cream, but let's give it a go. It's so gooey, I'm not even sure if I can handle a piece that big in one go. Let's try. Wow. I'm not having fun at all. I'm just doing this for you guys. Let's give this a try, shall we? Oh, really? Oh, look at that. Oh. It's got that beautiful freshness, but it also, you can really smell that animal sheepiness that you get with these other runny sheep's cheeses. I've got to dive in. I've got to try it. My mouth's watering so much I can hardly smell. Okay, it has something of that slight marmitiness that I've described before, but it's very subtle. It's not a blow your face off cheese at all. There's definitely some nice yeasty flavours going on, yeasty aromas going on there. Oh, wow! Right, I'm gonna dive in. I can't wait any longer. My mouth is pouring. Oh wow! That's quite special. Sorry guys, I'll be with you in a minute. I'm just having a private moment. Wow. That is beautiful on so many levels. The texture is gorgeous. The initial taste. Oh, then this wave, this huge wave of butter. Oh my word. I am definitely going to have to try some more of that for you guys. So let's try and... It's so gooey. That is incredible. Okay, let's try again. The outside is almost like a very thick pancake. It's quite firm. It has this almost like a breadiness to it. You get these lovely, just cream, basically a wave of cream. But then as that starts to subside, there's a little bit of freshness just in the cheeks. You just feel it. But then there's a gap, and now, that's interesting. So I'm getting butter, but there's also, closer to the front of my mouth, there's also this almost yogurty freshness, but very subtle. It's not like sharp in any way. It's just a little freshness. Oh my word. What an incredible combination. So, I'm going to have to cut this piece off as well, I think. Let's cut off that piece, if I can cut that piece off. Oh wow. I usually try to be quite careful with my cheeses, but I think this one is one that it is not really possible to avoid making a mess with. Outstanding, I'd say. Purely in terms of its decadence. It doesn't obviously seem to be made for preserving the milk. It's kind of more of a, how tasty can we make it? I'm gonna try another piece. All that sheepiness is really early. You get those lovely sheepy flavours, but without the sharpness that you get with something like Manchego, Idiazabal, or the other hard cheeses. There's nothing going on in my throat here. This is all cream. It tastes absolutely stupendous. And then that gorgeous butteriness, which I'm pretty sure is coming from the rind. The rind is quite strong, even though it's so flexible, and it really does have almost a bready thing going on, which is quite amazing, really, when you think it's obviously not like the cream isn't put in a bag or anything. That's just how it's developed. I'm not sure how much of this is going to be left by the end of the day. Oh, this is definitely going on my list of cheeses I need to buy. I'm going to try another little piece. Cream. Then that lovely sheep's milkiness. That more aromatic scent of the sheep's milk. And then this gorgeous buttery, almost breadiness, like a big thick pancake. The texture of it from the rind. The rind, by the way, is absolutely beautiful. You could pretty much eat that as and then this wave of butter. That is quite amazing. How have I reached 47 years old and never had this cheese before? It's not like it's a new cheese. I can't understand why I've never had this cheese before. There's nothing in its description or anything that would have ever put me off. I really like things like very young Brie, that freshness that you get with very young Brie, particularly locally here. You might have a Cornish Brie or a Somerset Brie that's very nice and light and fresh. I'm astounded I've never eaten this before. This is amazing. What a beautiful, beautiful cheese. Oh, I think this would go really well on a picnic, but I think you might need to take it in something or think ahead about how you might get home with your gooey utensils. It's not going to be a case of, oh, there's just a few crumbs. This is going to make a mess on a picnic, but it'd be so worth it. I think you could dip stuff in this. I think you could you could definitely enjoy it with some nice bread or crackers or whatever floats your boat that way. I think this would go beautifully with a nice sharp white wine to cut through all that creamy fattiness. Would just add that other element to it. I think it would also be pretty good with strawberries as well. Oh wow, I think we're going to have to, this is going to have to become a new addition, a regular new addition to my cheese board. We tend to nowadays buy a nice big piece of a particular kind of cheese. I've got 4 cheeses in the house at the moment, which is about normal, about 4. For special occasions like birthdays, Christmas, New Year, that kind of thing, we do tend to push the boat out and can sometimes have, I think we've had 11 or even 14 cheeses in the house. This needs to become a staple, like milk and eggs and bread and stuff, so it needs to go on the regular shopping list, I think. And I have one more little bit. Maybe not so little bit. One more bit. Maybe not quite so little. Oh, just look at that. That is utterly ridiculous. Oh, wow. Actually trying to escape even held on the knife there. for it. It's like having a fire hose in your mouth, but on the other end is just cream. And occasionally someone swaps it over and says, oh, actually we're going to put melted butter down here instead. And it's so, it really feels like it just floods you with flavour. None of them too much, all of them warm and comforting and just so right. Just so right. That's a beautiful cheese. An absolutely magnificent, wonderful cheese. I realise I almost never say that a cheese is kind of average, because I do love cheese. There's very few cheeses that I don't like. Some cheeses are a bit meh, but not very often. It tends to maybe just be an own brand mild cheddar, for example. I wouldn't really buy that, but I'm pretty much into like all other cheeses. And I know I often say that you've got to try a cheese, but this one is really special. I think actually if I left this long enough, it would probably escape and run to your house anyway, because it's really quite gooey. Oh. Wow. I don't think I've felt that way about a cheese for a while. That's good. You have to have this. You have to buy it. Oh, and butter. So much butter. I'm sorry, I feel a bit silly just oozing all over this oozing cheese, but yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good. Okay, thank you so much everyone for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time.